Howdy. The last episode we had, I was talking about all the high-tech terminology that guides use. You know, everything from pigs to studs to monsters. Well, a friend of mine brought it to my attention that I forgot to mention the ultimate animal you can get in any species, the Hawwwg Daddy. So I figured, well, I'll tell the whole original story of the Hawwwg Daddy. And it starts out kind of weird, but I'm taking a guy and his wife, Eastern Plains of Colorado, cedar type country with a river bottom, tamaracks, Russian olives, nasty stuff. Rumor from the ranch owner that he'd seen this big old muley buck. We could never find him. So I take this guy and his wife, pick him up. Oh, well, like 2 days before my truck had broke down. And there was no way of getting it fixed in time. Go by the local car sale place, and there's an old ancient Jeep Wagoneer for sale for a few $100. So I buy it, pick them up. We're heading down the road and we're just getting dusted out big time. Dust just flying. I mean, the wind's blowing at hurricane force anyway, but we're heading down this gravel road in the dark, getting to prime time. We're going to go push this buck. And we can't breathe. We can't see nothing. Anyway, to make this long story short, boom. Flat tire. Anyway, the guy is not impressed with me. He has no faith in me, which does happen from time to time. But we hunt a couple days. He says there's no deer there. He don't want to hunt anymore. He leaves. Like, okay. So we go look for this buck. The next guy coming in is a southern boy from Georgia. And I love the southern good old boys. They're awesome. Most of them can shoot. They hunt good. They're very unexcitable. I mean, actually, when a guy gets in my truck and we're going on a hunt and I find out he's from Georgia or Alabama or Tennessee or Kentucky or any of them, I immediately pull over and make sure he has a pulse. They're just good old boys, and they like to drink beer. So we call this old boy. We had hunted with him the year before, and he said, yeah, sure, I'll come up. That was back in the days when you could go ahead and fill out a landowner voucher and get a tag. But he said, yeah, I'll come up and kill that old deer for you if you want me to. Because I had put that guy and his wife on that big deer. We made the push. The deer runs like 50 yards away, never sees him. That's right when he's like, I'm out of here. So we're going to do the same plan. I'm like, hey buddy, follow these tracks. There's a man tracks, woman tracks of two disgruntled hunters. But go to the end of them tracks, hang out, we'll go push this river bottom. So we go drop down off this cedar ridge, in the dark. I'm going to go this way around the river bottom. He's going to go around this way on the river bottom. Who knows if we're going to see this big and he end up at 211 buck. Who knows if we're going to see him again. But we're going to see if he'll escape out the same route. So we start our route. Georgia boy just hanging out. It's not probably 15 minutes after sunrise and boom! So me and my buddy both run as fast as we can to that point, and we're up through cedars and up rock bluffs, and we get to him. We're like, so what happened? Well, I was standing there. I saw your disgruntled people tracks there, so I got here. This is the right spot, isn't it? Yeah, perfect. Well, I looked and it was pretty dark, and I thought it was just a big old log laying there. I looked and I said, but it kind of looks like a big old mule deer buck, but if it is, he's a Hawwwg Daddy. We're like, yeah, then what? So it started to get a little bit lighter, and I looked over to that deal down there that kind of caught my attention. I looked at it and I said, "Am I sure that isn't a big old buck? If it is, he's a Hawwwg Daddy." Yeah. Then what went on? How did it end up? Well, it got light, and I looked over there and I said, "Hell, that is a big old buck bedded right there in front of me." And I looked at him and I said, "Now that's a Hawwwg Daddy." Yeah. Well, yeah. Tell us more. How'd it go? I mean, what happened? I shot him.